Day 2 at this site. Just found another buckle, trapezoidal buckle, another 1600s buckle. Still has the iron keeper or tongue on it. So this one may not be iron. They're usually iron. That's why you find a lot of 1600s buckles without the tongue or the keeper. But pretty cool. Finally, something that's not a buckle. It's a little leather ornament, little flower. You can see the little hooks on the back. Well, it probably can't because they're encrusted with dirt, but finally, not a buckle or a spoon. Let's see what kind of buckle or spoon this is. Might be iron, but we'll see. Again, I didn't bring an adequate shovel, I forgot. Like a dummy. I was too excited. Sorry for the shaking, but I'm gonna dig it. Uh-oh. The iron. Let's get the leshy out. Whatever it is, I don't want to mess it up. Oh, it's iron. Alright, let me turn this off. It's iron, so let me turn it off and dig it out. Yep, it was iron. Maybe some sort of little grubbing hoe or something. I forgot a hinge, an iron hinge up there. So I like to dig iron. I don't know if I showed you the hammerhead that I found. So obviously hammerheads haven't changed design in at least 400 years. But I'll show that once I get it cleaned up. Just found this piece of lead, and I think it's got a hole. I think it's got a hole right there, and with iron in it. And that's a weight, a steel yard weight. To measure coins and stuff, the counterweight. I think usually they're lead and then filled with iron. It's just a guess. Another spoon handle. What in the world? So crazy. Unless they made spoons here. I mean, why else would there just be spoons and buckles? I have no idea. One thing I can say about this site is that it's not a house site. There's no other signs of a house. There's no pottery. There's no pipe stems. There's no glass. It's just buckles and spoons and nails. So, I mean that. So what was here? Why? And I just have a feeling that this was some sort of utility building, and the house is in the water. At low tide, you can see brick. Well, it's super low tide, and the river here is shallow, way out. I mean, it's 1-2 feet, 200-300 yards, or maybe not. I can't tell, but I mean, way out. So this had to have been a utility building where they stored their buckles and spoons. I don't know, but anyways, I'm just digging. It's real heavy iron. Nails right here is the heaviest spot. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a lot of iron, but no signs of a house. So, but we'll keep digging. I've dug out deep some holes. The black soil only goes down about not even a foot, and the iron disappears after a foot. So it was definitely some sort of shed or some sort of utility building. But nothing newer than the 1600s. So it was here for a short period, then ceased to exist. Guess what I found? Another buckle. This one's super cool. Yep, and it's old. If anybody can explain the site to me, please do, because I can't figure it out. And another spoon handle. These videos are getting boring. Not for me, but I'm sure they're not fun to watch. Finding buckles and spoons. Got another leather ornament. Hard to tell, but I can see the same floral design. And it's got one little hook. It's got 2 hooks on the back. Kind of in the same area that I found the other one earlier. I moved away from the buckle site and headed towards the field. And there is some oyster shell and brick in here, but I haven't really dug anything old. And the terrain is terrible. It's like it's been pushed. So I bet you it's been pushed from the field into the woods, but the field is just quiet. But I did find a coin. Looks like a half cent or a farthing size. It's pretty toasty. I doubt I'll be able to get anything off of it. Came across a little iron patch in a different part of the property, and I noticed some oyster shell sitting on top of the ground. So just started digging it out, and I immediately hit the, through the use layer. It's pretty shallow, but I'm just going to dig and see if it leads anywhere. There's a lot of oyster shell, one piece of pottery, but not much else. I just pile it, and then I'll swing my detector over it and then push it back in. That's a big tree. Holy cow. I'm sure it's hard to tell on video, but it's a tulip poplar, and it's old. And right in front of it looks like a road. So the field is over there, and right along the tulip poplar runs a road going downhill, maybe towards the water. So let's check it out. Just a fired musket ball. So I'm in the field that's outside, just right outside where that tulip poplar was. That thing was massive. And that road was full of iron that ran along it, but it dead-ended right at a swamp. So I'm assuming that that swamp was somehow navigable out into the river at some point, but I guess we won't know. Found a corner of a buckle. It's pretty muddy out here. Just found a thick pewter button. Found another buckle. I'm on a buckle tear this year. Another little one. I think this thing is early 1700s. I've hit a nice iron patch, but it's pretty quiet. But just a nice ornate button. I don't know what this is. It's got a hole in the middle. I don't know. Anybody know? It's kind of concaved. Who knows? Little tiny leather ornament. Little hooks on the back. Just dug a cob. That ends my coin drought, my couple-month coin drought. And that's cob number 3 for the year. And the year's almost over, so pretty cool. Just a little brass doohickey. My poor glove. Son of a gun. Nothing. Shotgun brass. It's the first shotgun brass I dug in this field. Pretty sure that's what. Yep. Ground is wet. See some brick in the sidewall, right where my foot is. Piece of lead, probably. Yep. Just a piece of lead. Another monster musket ball. I've dug 3 right in this area. Pretty big ones. Dug a broken tomback. Just dug a broken buckle chape. Believe it or not, there were chape makers. People who specialized in making the chape part of a buckle. Just dug a big old pewter button with one of those monster shanks on it. It's a pretty looking field, nice cut beam. And when you're near a house site, you want to check the edges of the field. I'm sure everybody knows that. Because for years, farmers have been pushing, there may have been a house here and they just pushed it off to the side. Well, there was a house, but and you could just see the mounds of dirt where they've pushed it up. So I'm just going to walk along this. Stuck a big rosette. Nice colonial one. Broken. I always like these big ones. Big for colonial era. They got pretty big in the 1800s, but crap. Copper jacketed bullet. They always sound good. Another tiny leather ornament. This is going to be my last target that I dig before I walk into the woods. I'm going to check some high ground in the woods. Choppy like iron, but maybe not. It's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Big flat piece of lead. Very malleable. I don't know what this is. It's very tiny. Might be just a tiny button, but if it is, it's the smallest button I've ever seen. I mean, it's round and small. I'm scared to rub it. Oh, it looks like a little button shank on the back. Let me see. I said I was scared to rub it, and I'm just gouging it on my jeans here. No, I don't know what that is. I'll put that in my pocket. Whatever it is, I'm just tearing it up. It's not a, probably a button. Yeah, I mean, there's something right in the middle. But it's a tiny, tiny button. We'll see. I'll clean it up when I get home. I'm back here in the woods by that field and just dug a buckle frame. Doesn't look as old as the buckles I dug at that other property. But there's ferns around here. I don't know if that indicates a house site, but there's little blips of iron. So maybe I'll hunker down here for a minute. It's starting to get dark. So some sort of, I don't know what it is. It's round, thick. It might be a token, a lead token, or a weight. It's got some little dots on the back of it. Woods are silent. I did dig some fancy iron. Look like an escutcheon. But straight ahead I see a dense thing of ferns. Again, I'm going to make my way over there. I don't know if it means house site or not, but I'm going to leave the camera running and see if I start picking up any iron. Nope, nothing so far. Huh, look at this. I don't hear anything yet. I don't know what this stuff is. Well, I don't hear anything, so walking out through the woods and I stumbled upon a little bottle dump. Some look screw top. I don't know what they are. What is that? Oh, it's a little jug. A little jug of Clorox. Doesn't look too old. What is this? It's broken. The Christian Brothers of California. Huh. Oh. What else is in here? Man, it's just a mountain of bottles. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. Gordon's, New Jersey. A lot of bottles. Check that out. What is that? EB. What that is. Doesn't look old, does it? Oh yeah. The Christian Brothers of California. It says federal law forbids sale or reuse of this bottle. Don't know if that means anything. Look, a little motor oil can. Check that out. Esso. That's cool looking, huh? Yeah, this doesn't look too old. Oh, it's a weird spot, but I found bottle dumps in weirder locations, stranger locations. That's it. I'm heading to the truck.